So they say that karma's a bitch. Now, I don't know who they are, but they typically seem to be right when they say. Now, here's the deal. You ever had somebody not call you back when you send them when you leave a message, or somebody not respond to a message when you type a message? Have you ever seen when somebody reads the message and then they don't get back to you? How often does that happen to you? Does it happen? I know it happens to you. It happens to me. It happens to the best of us. It happens to all of us. But what's the deal with that? It's almost as if the person on the other end is saying, I don't have a cell phone. I didn't see your message. I didn't hear your message. Listen, bullshit. Yes, you did see the message. Yes, you did read the message. Yes, you did listen to the message. Why didn't you just get back? Or how about this one? You're in the middle of doing something and you decide that you want to buy something. Then all of a sudden you decide you don't want to buy it. So instead of telling the person on the other end you don't want to buy it, you just start ignoring. It's like you ghost these people. You just disappear. Now let me ask you this. Back to karma's a bitch, right? What do you think that does for your credibility? What do you think that does for any future relationship with that individual? Look, I don't care if you don't like the person. I don't care if you don't want to buy it. I don't care if you just don't want to respond. Actually, that part I do care about. That's exactly what I'm going off about right now. You need to respond. You need to get back to people. What kind of salesmanship is it that you don't get back to somebody? Again, I don't care if you don't want to buy it. Just say no. Just tell the person, hey, thank you for your time. Look, karma's a bitch. What do you think is going to happen to you on the other end of a deal when somebody comes to you and all of a sudden they decide to up and disappear? Look, guys, you know it. I've asked this question many times before. What annoys you most about other people in your industry? And we got two things. One, lack of respect. Two, lack of communication. People not calling back. This is a problem all across the entire industry, and it's up to you. It's up to every single one of us to fix this thing. So how do we do it? Get back to people. Listen, Instagram. When you open up an Instagram direct message and you read it, it tells the person on the other end that you've seen it. When you open Facebook Messenger, you see that little check mark when you send a message? Well, when it turns a different color, when it goes blue, it means the person on the other end read it. Even on text messages these days, it says delivered and then it says read. We know that you've seen it. Or what about when you leave a voicemail? What, like somebody, I mean, look, I'm going to tell you straight. I don't answer my voicemails. I tell you straight to text me. So if I'm not picking up a voicemail and responding to you, it's because I don't answer my voicemails. But on the overall, we all have voicemail. We all have a phone. Are you kidding me? You didn't get the message? What kind of bullshit is this? Sorry, I'm getting heated now. It drives me crazy. I think about this whole thing in the sales industry. I think about the lack of respect, the lack of communication. We know how often people aren't returning calls. You're the listing agent and all of a sudden you got all these offers. What? You're just going to decide not to call people back? Why? What reason do you have to not get back to people and say, hey, here's what happened? What reason do you have when somebody leaves you a message to not respond to them? Why? Because you don't want to? What about when you inquire on that product and you just decide, hey, I'm just not going to buy it? What, you just don't get back to people and say thank you for your time? Again, that's exactly why it happens to you. That's exactly the reason for it. So why don't we change what we're doing in this industry? Why don't we think about the fact that there's somebody on the other end that has put their time into reaching out to me? I better put my best face forward, my best foot forward, because I don't know when I'm going to see this person next. I don't know when I'm going to deal with this person next. I don't know when I'm going to need something from this person. And you know what? Maybe it's not even from that person, but it's from somebody else. And all of a sudden, you're the one getting treated who's not getting the calls back. You're the one who's sitting there wondering, why is nobody getting back to me? You know what I'm saying? Guys, all we got to do is respond to people. Whether you want to buy it or not, say thank you for your time. Whether they got the listing or not, thank them for putting in an offer. Just get back to people. It's called respect. It's called salesmanship. And you know what? They say karma's a bitch. You know what I mean?